You know how when you're going after certain goals, you always hear the same advice from people like set smart goals that are specific, measurable, actionable. And then you hear from other people things like set these massive, outrageous goals, wildly improbable goals, these wigs they say. And then if they're not big enough, then they're not motivating you. And if you're not motivated, then they're not big enough. Well, I found that most of that conventional goal setting advice really doesn't work very well, for me anyway, in cultivating certain habits I've wanted to cultivate. And for me, the solution has actually been the exact opposite, cultivating little wins. What's up guys, it is Alex Hine here, author of Master the Day. So why is this little wins philosophy so important? It's not just as simple as, oh, let's just do little things because they're easy. For me, the fundamental essence of achieving goals is self-esteem. Because if you're not self-confident, if you don't believe you're going to reach it, if you don't think it's possible, you're not going to try, right? And so the key, at least the key for me, is if I can figure out how to be confident every single day in the process of going after the goal, so I know that I'm going to get there, well, then it's obvious that I'm going to keep persisting no matter how many roadblocks or how many walls pop up, right? So for me, the little wins philosophy has been monumental at if you do something tiny, you're going to feel like you achieved and accomplished something, so you're going to keep doing it. So what does that really look like in action? Well, one of the habits for me that was tough was flossing. You know, the dentist is like, oh, your mouth is bleeding. And I'm like, oh, I don't even eat any sugar. And he's like, oh, well, that's weird. You still need to be flossing more. And so I was pretty confused. I ate healthy, I exercised, I did things right. And still I was bleeding like all hell when I went to get my teeth cleaned up and stuff. And so I was trying to cultivate the habit of flossing. And the first time I went in there, I was, doing every tooth and I was trying to get things right, get all the way back there, get down there. It was already like 12:30 at night. I had to be up at 6:30. And the last thing I wanted to do was sit there for 5 minutes or whatever, how long it took to do flossing and everything. So the next time what I did was I just flossed my first 4 teeth. So I went in there and I just did the first 4 in the front, the first 4 in the bottom. Done. And then what happened was I had that little dopamine high, like, I actually did the habit that I said I was going to do. And I got that little rush of having accomplished certain little things. And guess what? The next night, it was easy to do the same thing. And then sometimes when I'm there, I'm just like, yeah, let's just do 2 more because it takes like 3 seconds. And eventually, that's how I turned it into the full-time flossing habit. I find that the same is true with meditating. In the morning, so many of us have things we want to do, so many habits we want to try to cultivate first thing in the morning because we know that that's a certain key period where there's not that many distractions and it's pretty easy to actually begin cultivating a habit in a certain religious time period. But sitting down to actually meditate is tough, right? We're all in a rush in the morning. Nobody wants to sit around for 5, 10, or 30 minutes when they could be getting ready for work or showering or watching TV and eating a bowl of cereal. That's just much easier to do. So what I did was the same thing, right? I had 30 minutes of meditation on my calendar for like 2 months before I realized this is not going to work. This is not going to work unless I had a pre-existing meditation routine, which at that time, years ago, I didn't. So what were the chances I was really going to actually sit down and do the meditation? Not that big when I was in a rush. So what I did was, rather than setting up the 30 minutes, for the first 10 days, all I did was meditate a minute. And so the point was getting my butt on the cushion rather than doing the 30 minutes of meditation. Again, this is goal achievement from a confidence perspective. You want to cultivate the habit, and if you don't like doing the habit, you're not going to persist to the level and to the degree that's required to see the results that you want from the cultivation of the habit. So again, all I did was for 10 days, I set aside a timer for 1 minute, which was easy. There was no procrastination involved in 1 minute. And then after I was done, I was like, you know what? That was good. I did the habit that I said I was going to do. And then as a result, tomorrow it was a lot easier. All right, one final example for you here, cooking. So many of us know we should cook because I've highlighted the importance of it, but doing it has all kinds of mental stuff coming up, the confidence stuff like, yeah, I don't know how to cook, I can barely make eggs, I don't know, it's expensive, it costs all this time and energy and all this stuff I don't want to do. And that becomes the big barrier to people actually cooking and actually getting things done. So rather than trying to cook a full meal, tomorrow what I want you to do is cook 1 egg. Literally, crack 1 egg in the pan and cook that 1 egg, and then you are done. You are the cook for the day. Again, the point is confidence and building the habit. Once you do the habit once and it's easy, you're pretty confident that you can do it again, and you will do it again. If you've set some huge goal and you don't like doing it, like you worked out for 2 hours and you're like, oh God, there's no way in hell I want to do that every day, you're not going to do it. So by building on these tiny, tiny, tiny wins, this little wins philosophy, you can easily end up working your way up to massive habits, whether it's fitness, losing 50 or 100 pounds, whether it's cooking, whether it's writing a book, whether it's saving money to travel. All of these habits, all of these goals, they cross apply. All right. So before you go, I want you to leave a comment right there below. Let me know for you, using this little wins philosophy, what is one habit you yourself want to go after? Hey guys, it's Alex. Did you like this video? If so, there are 3 ways you can really stay in touch with me. The first thing is obviously to click the subscribe button right there. Every single day I'm releasing a brand new Tiny Habit video to help you lose weight, feel awesome, and live better. Second thing is you can check out my book, Master the Day. Brand new, just came out, it's been topping the Amazon bestseller list, and it's been getting great feedback. It's all about the tiny success habits to help you lose your next 20 or 30 pounds and get to kind of that next level, both in your health, but also in your life. And the third thing is, come visit me over on my website, modernhealthmonk.com. Punch in your email there and I'll give you a free guide on the exact 5 daily habits to help you lose your next 20 or 30 pounds. So go do those 3 things now, and I look forward to catching you in the next video.